Running from the gun with Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score.
A power set here on 3rd and short yardage.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number is going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 5.
Throwing is Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wallace. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Second down and 3.
Again, Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Patrick Ricard
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson rolling to his right.
That's going deep for Bateman.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Odafe Owe. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
This taken in at the goal line.
And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
Not a motherfucking professor.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, 5, you know it's beyond typical to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And
he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Another carry for the fullback, Ricard.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
This 2nd and 4. Henry up the middle. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
First carry now for Justice Hill. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
And not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. A first down carry for Henry, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Henry again on 2nd down.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. Put it on the defense.
So quick, and he gets to him
Put
there
it on
behind the
the
line.
defense.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Put it on the defense.
Anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make
Yeah,
adjustments.
I like this.
Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things
I like
up a little
this.
bit,
I like
you get
this.
to what you wanted to do before.
I like this.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call
I like
the screen.
this.
I thought late game,
Let's go,
down on the
defense.
scoreboard, had
Let's
to
go,
figure they were
defense.
expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Let's go, defense.
So
Let's
it's
go,
Raven
man.
football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Like any team playing,
Let's
they're
go,
looking for
defense.
touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. A short throw.
No, nigga.
Andrews. And now this is going to be close.
No, nigga.
Defense says they stop.
No, nigga.
Again. They had to go for it.
Now
with
what the
such
fuck is
little
up?
time remaining. And this long
Now what's
drive is
good?
gonna wind up yielding.
Yeah, bitch, it's me. Yeah. Fuck off my motherfucking court, nigga. Pussy.